I almost want a new shield just because it kind of goes along with like we have the 3 styles, then we also have the shield that comes from it. But it's hard
I
to
don't know.
say because that just doesn't sound interesting. Like I feel like a lot of people would just be like against it. Like what the hell is this? Nobody wants this.
Yeah. Uh, I could see it being like a very unique ring or something where it's like it changes the way. I was with what you were saying. I was just thinking like if it was like soul attacks everywhere and you get a like slight buff when you catch things, like when you're wearing this ring or something like that.
Mm.
I could see that being like mega rare, like worthy. I don't know.
You know what we need? We need Sonic the Hedgehog ring where you actually start moving 3 tiles every tick everywhere in the game. Just actually
Make the sound
breaking.
too. Yes,
Yeah.
please. Perfect.
Yeah, you turn into a ball. You just turn into a
Yes.
ball. It's rolling.
Yes, charge up a spin dash and then just fly out from the pillar to get to the next pillar. Yes, yes.
Bro,
Do
those
it.
Sonic Adventure 2. Did you ever play that on the GameCube?
Oh, a long time ago. I was like
Bro,
10 or
that
something.
game slapped us so hard. Oh my god, just rolling, you're just Sonic just rolling everywhere and dashing like that. Those are classic games, man. Like we don't get games like that anymore.
Man.
Amazing. Yeah, we'll have to see. I guess Raids 4. I still kind of lean on Shield, even though I know that's not going to be a thing because it's just like what even else? Like maybe like some. You know what I wanted? I wanted those. What did I call them? Abyssal Knuckles. Like a 2-tick melee weapon.
Ooh, that'd
So
be
this
kinda
is
cool.
this is best DPS. It would outclass Scythe, but only if you never miss ticks. And there would be some. Obviously, there would have to be like some sort of balancing where gear upgrades in the future are not going to absolutely just keep exponentially increasing the strength. There'd have to be some sort of thing where it's basing strength off of what it would be 4 ticks, and then it's just making it 2 punches, kind of. So in the future, just like blowpipe just becomes more and more and more and more extreme the more range strength we get. This would have to have some sort of limitation on it.
Yeah, yeah.
But ultimately, I think it would be, and I think it actually makes perfect sense for a 2-tick weapon to be the best in a lot of positions because it's so easy to lose ticks. So I think something like just punching shit would actually be
It would
like
be really funny.
it would just be cool. I do because it would just be so much harder to not lose any ticks. Like especially if you're doing gear swaps. Like if you're imagine you have these 2 knuckles and you're killing necks and you're punching necks. It's a stab, let's just say. Punching it, you switch into your range, you will lose so many ticks unless you're just like super super fast.
Yeah, that's a hard switch. That's
So
really hard.
ultimately, you're still gonna be you're gonna be fine with a fang. But if you really want to milk that little bit of extra DPS and you're willing to click really really fast, these would be better. I'm really sad that they scrapped the Heka as well, the 2-tick mage weapon. But I know
Yeah,
you were
fast-
a big fan of the Shadow, right? Coming out.
The heck had so many issues and was so like complicated. But it could have been cool with some work for sure.
They just needed to make it more simple. Like,
Yeah.
why wasn't it just 2-tick? Like, just make it 2-tick and you balance it somehow with the DPS. And what is up with all these spellbook weird thing? Like, I don't know. It just was weird. Yeah.
Fast weapons have a lot of like. That is definitely an area they could like design stuff for sure. Like that's kind of unexplored. Our best is 3-tick like fun weapons for melee. So
Yeah. 2-ticking would be insane. Melee 2-ticking.
it would be funny to see someone flying around the Nyla room just punching things.
I know.
That would be
It
cool.
would be really sick. Yeah. And even imagine this. Like imagine something where there's like a special attack with those knuckles or something where you actually the special attack is that you can attack from 2 tiles further back. So as you're running to something, you don't want to lose that extra tick. So you can actually do like an air punch, two
Like an
tiles
uppercut.
beforehand. Yeah, 2 tiles beforehand, and then you just get an additional attack the very next tick as well, or something. Just something wild like that. Like I think that I don't know something fast.
It could be something fast for sure. I could see that.
Oh, okay. So this was actually basing off of what you had said. This is just a clip from Mod Kieran just talking about like the invocation system, how it didn't really nail. But Blueberry Central is saying, in the recent dev stream, Mod Kieran said that the invocation system hasn't gone as good as they had hoped, as it's been very difficult to balance. Do you think Jagex should scrap the invo system in future content?
I was really worried about invos before Coliseum came out. Like it just was like, if I'm struggling to think of like unique ones, like Jagex has to be having the same thing, right? So there's a lot that are just boring. Myopia is like Oh, that's a great info. I love taking that. Like it's free. It's completely free. Is it interesting? No, not really.
What is the most
Just like
interesting in there?
I think it's re-entry, probably. The like trying
Yeah.
not to rag the wrong tiles. That's also the worst one though. So you just like never take it.
No, no, this is the most
I think that is the
interesting.
most interesting though.
You're right. God damn it.
Uh,
You know what would actually be
Yeah.
really cool about a re-entry is something where there is actually an ally or something that comes into the Coliseum for you and actually marks tiles where you get power-ups. So you're purposely
oh man.
timing these power-up pools so that like, okay, this is a tile I want to be on so I can get power-ups. And so if it's allies
What-
like
what
shooting
if-
shooting like
what-
healing stuff. Yeah.
What if they put like there's a game I played, Heroes of Hammerwatch, where there's a similar Coliseum with like a buff area in the middle, and every like 40 seconds it's like there's a buff in the center, and you can like run over there and get a buff. What if there's like
Yes.
a buff in the center of Coliseum? It's like you run over there, you grab a buff.
Bro, like literally just I'm even thinking of a simple OSRS mechanic where it's like Nightmare Zone. There's an overload orb in the
Yeah, you get unlimited specs for 5 specs if you get over there. Fuck it.
dude, please add that. Like you're just running out into the middle. Do you see so many people planking, just running out trying to
You
get
have
that.
15 seconds to get over there. Better solve your pillar stack fast,
Oh
man.
my god, that would be amazing. You're right about like invocations. If they're done right, if they're unique enough, they're fun. But I think what's cool is when there's invocations that actually give you power ups rather than power downs or rather than limitations. Because
And everybody's saying with volley is like it should damage enemies. Like that's the kind of thing I was
yes,
hoping for.
yeah, you're right. You know what would be cool as well is if re-entry damaged enemies too. So you're purposely launching
Sure.
them on tiles where a manticore is, and like, boom, now it's burning because you
Yeah.
targeted it
And
perfectly.
it eats the tile, or like you get a defense drain on them if they walk over it or something like
yeah,
that. Sure.
that would be amazing.
Turning the enemy's attacks against them is really fun. They very rarely do that.
Yep, you're totally right.